Good morning everyone, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome back if you've been before. Lovely to have you either way. On this channel we usually talk books, but today we are finishing off Vlogmas. This will be the second to last. I am going to, I think, record tomorrow as well on Christmas Day itself, but today is Christmas Eve, the 24th, yeah, let's get into it. We've got a few things to get done today, just our usual Advent admin, and some of our Advent calendars will be ending today. So this will be the last one. And then there's some that go on to the 25th as well. So let's get into it. The first Advent calendar that we're going to do today is our Kid Stuff calendar, and I believe this is our last one, 24th. Oh, it must be, because look who it is. Oh, excuse me for a moment, he's leapt out of my hands. Look who it is. It's Santa. So we'll add him to our little display. Second, let me just scoot back again. Oop, so I'm not too close to you. Second Advent calendar is this one. This one has one for tomorrow as well. These are our little plushies. This is okay. These are, again, I think this is supposed to be like wreath-like, because it's got this hole in the middle, which by hole I just mean white circle. That should have just been a circle. It's kind of like a pudding donut, maybe? It is cute. It's just not great. So anyway, hopefully tomorrow's one will be super fun. Let's do the last of our stationery calendar. Okay, it's not paper. That's a good sign. It could be something a bit more interesting today. Let's find out. This has been our constant disappointment. Ooh, what is it? Oh. Okay. Not the excitement that I was anticipating. Gosh, I don't even know if you can see that. It's a paper clip, and it's in the shape of a leaf, and there are two of them. So, not the worst gift that we've received in this Advent calendar, but not the climax that I was hoping for. Okay, but that's the end of the disappointment, so that's a good thing. Keep this box and use it again next year. Get my husband to put things in it because it's cute. Alright, so that's those ones. Now, I have selected my earrings to wear today from my collection, and I'm going to wear my little cat wreath earrings today. I do have one chore that I have to do outside the house, which is I need to go to the chemist, the pharmacy, to pick up some meds that I've run out of. Hopefully they're open today. I guess we'll find out. It is Tuesday, so unless they are closing for Christmas Eve, they should be open. Now, I didn't get to my puzzle yesterday, so I'm going to do yesterday's one and today's one, and that will be the end of the Advent puzzle, which is exciting. Let's do our roll and find out what book we're reading. I have an update for you about yesterday's one. It's a 6 today, which means Macmillan. So let me just get my Macmillan spinner. Close the ad. That is Penguin. Hey. Macmillan. Here we go. Alright. Alright, let's do it. Christmas Every Day, it is called. Let's grab that. This is the Macmillan. Christmas Every Day. By William Dean Howells. And this one is 11 pages long. 2, 4, 8. So we'll read that one a bit later today, and I will report back to you about the story. Just get my little bookmark in. Yeah, so William Dean Howells. So I'll read that one and report back to you. I do have a report back about yesterday's story because I read it this morning. It was just called Christmas Eve, and it's by Sophia de Mello Brainer Anderson, translated by Margaret Jewel Costa. And this was a little story about a girl who was living near a forest in a little house with a lovely garden. She was an only child, and so she was very used to playing alone. Occasionally her cousins would come, but they didn't appreciate her imagination. And then she meets a little boy called Manuel, and he becomes her friend. She sort of sees him walking down the street, and she's like, this looks like what I imagine a friend would look like. And he becomes her friend. He comes to visit her every day, but he is a boy who is quite poor. He sleeps in like a stable. Little foreshadowing there. Sleeps in a stable. But I believe he works for might work in a factory or something. And his dad has passed away, so he doesn't have very much money. So anyway, it's Christmas. It becomes Christmas, and she's talking with the servants who are working in her house about, whether, kind of thinking about what Manuel was going to get for Christmas, and the cook in her house, who is very clever and knows everything, is like, oh no, he's not going to be getting any presents. He's poor. And so then she makes some decisions about what to do about that. So that's the story. I quite liked it. It was, it's written very much like a little fable, like a fairy tale. It's in that sort of style, but for what it is, I quite liked it. So that was a win for that one. So anyway, I'll read the one from here, and I will report back about that. Let's do our last advent calendar, which is the one that my husband has put together in the tea box. Only 2 to go. So we'll save that one for tomorrow. Here's today's, and this will have our tea in it as well as the puzzle page. Oh, this is a nice tea. I'll save this one for this evening. It's called Calm Me, and it's by the English Tea Shop. This is one I have a whole box of, so I really like these ones, and they're really good as a nighttime tea. So I will probably make that when I'm doing our Christmas Eve nighttime routine. But here is today's puzzle sheet. At the top we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-letter word. What 6-letter word is a common Bugs Bunny insult? Bare Naked Ladies' Too Little Too Late album. 5. Okay, I'm going to have to do some research on that one. Shall we do it now? Let's just do it now. I think maybe the Bare Naked Ladies album. Okay, Too Little Too Late album. What does that even mean? They don't have an album called Too Little Too Late. Or maybe is that one of their songs? It is one of their songs. Ah, okay. The album that it's on is Maroon, which is a 6-letter word. And now that I'm thinking about it, in Bugs Bunny, he does call people an ultramaroon. Maroon 5. We've solved it. Okay. Maybe some of you got that before I did. Maroon. Okay. So, that's that done. Charlie's Chuckle Corner today is, why don't circus lions eat the clowns? Why don't circus lions eat the clowns? They taste funny. I've got a little puzzle to do here, and our 9-letter word today is, well, here are the letters, Lonsurvey. Okay, so I'm going to work on those and I will report back. I still don't have yesterday's 9-letter word, so I'm going to have to keep working on that one. But yeah, I will check back in with you when I've got something else to show you or tell you as the day goes on. So, happy Christmas Eve, everyone. Here's yesterday's bit of puzzle. So you can see we've got the edge of the dog is all done now, and here's the cute little caddy. And of course, the final bit of the puzzle was the least interesting part of the picture. But it is done. The whole thing done. And a Merry Christmas to me, but mostly to this cat. Hi everybody, just wrapping up for the day. It is just about 8:30, I would imagine. Yes. We are about to start our activity that we do every Christmas Eve, which is that we listen to the Patrick Stewart audiobook version of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Looking forward to that. My husband's just having a little nap before we start that, and then we're going to get into it. I've got a few things to report back on, and then I will close out the vlog. Oh, I've just remembered. I need to make some tea. Bear with me for a moment. I'm just going to go do that, and then I'm going to come right back. Okay, tea is made. So I've got a few things while I'm waiting for that to cool down a tiny bit so I can taste it and report back to you. I am going to give you a couple of updates. So today, the puzzle today, the 9-letter word, which is this one. The answer is nervously. Now, I had to work quite hard, but I did a bit of this today where I found lots and lots of little words, and eventually I found nervous, and we got nervously. I did ask for a bit of assistance with yesterday's puzzle because I did the same thing to no avail. So my husband told me it ends with a Y, it begins with a D. And so I kept playing around with that. So that was this puzzle here. And eventually we got it, and it is diplomacy. So that was a hard one. The other thing to report back on is the story that I read. I've just finished that off before I started filming earlier. So today we read Christmas Every Day by William Dean Howells, and it was super fun. It's a little story about, it's a dad telling his daughter a story. She wants to hear a Christmas story. It's not quite Christmas, but it is after Thanksgiving, blah, blah, blah. And so he tells her a story off the top of his head, which is about a little girl who wants it to be Christmas every single day. And it's sort of like a bit of a moral tale about, like, you know, how that's not a good thing, how having a special thing is it's good to keep it as a special thing. So yeah, that was quite fun, and the writing style was very playful, which I really liked. So yeah, that was really good. Let's do the tea. It's probably far too hot to drink, but we're going to give it a go. Lovely. It is too hot to drink, but we will be drinking that as we begin doing our aforementioned listen to the audiobook of A Christmas Carol as read by Sir Patrick Stewart. Highly recommend. I love listening to this. It's become our little tradition. I think this is about the 3rd or 4th year that we've done it, and I really like it. So anyway, I'm going to close off the vlog there. Merry Christmas, guys. Tomorrow's the big day. So I will catch you again tomorrow for a very short vlog, just to check in, do the last of our advent calendars that still have the 25th, and just say Merry Christmas to everybody. So see you then. Have a great night. Bye.